morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world today. So it has been a while since I posted anything really on this channel, and I've done a couple of things. So that being said, let me catch y'all up on what I've been up to and what I am in the progress of doing. So today is December 3rd, 2024. And, on this channel, I mainly post things about things that I'm doing in business, things that I'm trying, things that I want to try that has proven good morning. But I'm not used to people saying good morning to me in the morning. Like, I'm originally from New York, and in New York, people don't say good morning to each other like that, especially outside. When you like driving to work or when you taking transportation and stuff like that, people just be in their own little bubble. They're always saying good morning. So even after living in the South for almost 16 years, I now live in Texas. It's still some reconditioning that I have to do. But anyway, so today is December 3rd, 2024. Me and my son moved to Texas last July 2024, and it was 2023, and it was nothing but God that moved us here. But in the midst of all of that happening, I quit my job in February of 2023 because God told me to do it. I really didn't have a backup plan, but I had some money saved. And I had some money. Matter of fact, I have no money saved like that. Well, matter of fact, I did have some money saved, but I mainly stayed afloat using my 401k. And I was fine with that. But with all that being said, around that time, I had I was doing hire car. I had a Kia Forte, a 2016 Kia Forte that I was renting out. And I think I've only rented it out like 4 times before the 4th person, she wanted to buy it from me. So I had made back double of my investment for that vehicle. So that was a stream of income, although it was temporary, that was coming in. Took the car off the platform, and she was just paying me directly. Kind of was the bank. So she was paying her car note to pay off the car to me directly. So I was getting income from there. And then in the midst of all of that happening, I remember writing down like 2 years prior, I hired a mentor to teach me how to invest in real estate. I've dabbled and dabbled in a couple of things with real estate, but the things that have worked for me was investing in mobile homes and also renting out my house. So last year, it's amazing. Write down your goals. I hope this video is not going to be all over the place, but if it is, it'll come together, I promise you. But I wrote down either a year or 2 ago on my little whiteboard that I wanted to get into corporate leasing. So I started to learn about it. I didn't know how it was going to happen. And I remember I was packing up everything in my house because I was getting ready to move to Texas. And I didn't know when it was going to happen. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to pack so that when the time comes, I'll be ready. I'm just walking by faith. I didn't have a job, but I definitely enjoyed that time being off, spending time with family and myself, and just really learning what it means to walk by faith. And God had kept me all the way up from He's been keeping me the whole entire time, but I didn't have a job from February 2023 all the way up until July 2023. And God had made a way to make sure that my mortgage was paid, all my bills were paid, the debt I was paying off and paying down was paid on time, the whole entire shebang. And my car was running because around the time July of 2023 was time for me to move, my car went womp womp. I had a 2008 Camry. hybrid Camry, and the hybrid battery in the front had went out, and it cost about $8,000 for me to replace it, and it was better off me getting another car and get rid of my Camry. I missed that car, but God made a way. So with all that being said, I packed up everything and I staged my house for me to rent it out as a furnished Airbnb. So my sister came over. She kind of helped me take the pictures and get everything set up. Like I said, I had everything, just about everything packed up. I didn't know what was going to happen, but like I had enjoyed walking by faith and just seeing how God was going to work in my life. So I had, created my Airbnb profile, uploaded the pictures and everything, and just let it sit. And I want to say it probably sat for about a week or two, no more than 2 weeks. And I got a notification that somebody wanted to stay at my home for a week and had paid in full already. All I had to do was go in and accept it. So that payment just for 7 days after Airbnb took out their fee and everything came out to a little over $600 just for 1 week. 1 week. And I was just like, wow, 1 week? So I remember sitting at the computer like debating if I was gonna accept it or not, and I did. And that money showed up the next day, and I only had like I think 2 or 3 days to get everything out of the house and get it cleaned up and stuff. So I went and got a storage unit. The storage units be having like the little deals where they do, a month free, 2 months free. So I was able to get 2 months free, or either a month free. So I moved everything into my storage unit, and my brother had helped me set everything up, move everything out of the house, set everything up. And this was only the introduction to my venture into corporate leasing. So in the midst of getting everything prepared, I have a TikTok video and I was talking about God. When God be blessing you, He blesses us every day that we wake up to see another day. But God blessings are just so amazing, because on this day, God was hitting me with blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. So I had accepted this and I got on a move. We started moving everything, and then either the next day, if not later on that day, I got another hit on Airbnb with people wanting to stay there, extended stays, like stay there for about a month or so, and the time frame. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I think I had to decline one of them because it fell within the time slot that the guy who had paid in full and was staying there for work. And by the way, he was traveling for work, and I had asked him, like, why did you want to stay at my place? Just to get some feedback to see what works and what doesn't work. He said what attracted me to your home was you had a computer desk in your living room with a computer chair and everything, and that's perfect. It was perfect for me, in the perfect location and everything. So I was like, all right, cool, bet. And it was so simple, y'all. I didn't have all the bells and whistles. I didn't have a whole bunch of pictures up. It was a very modern home, the way I decorated it. I had a couple of pieces on the wall, but it came with everything that it needed. So with that being said, either, like I said, later on that day, if not the next day, a nurse reached out to me on the platform and wanted to rent it out. Let me tell you, Airbnb is real tricky, especially they be trying to make sure to get all their coins, but we were able to find a way to get off of the platform. And long story short, her and her nurse friend were traveling nurses, and they wanted to stay at my home for I think for about a year. I think it was like 6 months, either 6 months to a year. We did so she came to the house after the guy had left, and it was crazy because it was like a quick turnaround, because as soon as he was moving out, they were moving in with. So I had like a 2-day turnaround where I had to get in there, clean up everything, get some more stuff since they was going to be short term tenants. And I wrote out the numbers in regards to what I was going to charge them, and I ain't never charged this much per month for some tenants to stay at my house. So I made some really good money off of corporate leasing, and it was a blessing. And this is the importance of writing down your goals, because you just never know the baby steps that you're doing that's going to get you closer to that larger goal and that overall goal. I didn't know when I was going to be able to break into corporate leasing. That's why for me, dates are important when things are accomplished, but I never put like a target date on when I want to accomplish something, because I don't want to limit God, and I don't want to limit myself, because ain't no telling how soon and how swiftly things can happen, because I've seen the proof time after time again. So getting into this corporate leasing space just opened up my eyes to the opportunities and things that are possible out here, especially when you believe in yourself and you just walk by faith, and you believe in your goals. You write down your goals, you write down the things that you want to do, but you also include God in your goals and your plans and stuff. So the guy, he leaves, I go into the house, clean up, straighten up. My dad at this point is down here with me, cleaning up everything, and cleaning up and helping me finish set up stuff inside the house that still needed some work on. But the nurses moved in, and they stayed for a year and some change. They were phenomenal. They were great women. Didn't have any issues. They paid on time, and I got to experience what it was like to pay for all the bills in the house, but on a corporate side, where I was still responsible for the mortgage and all the utilities and stuff like that. And during this time, there was like a leak in the house from one of the bathrooms, and the leak had dripped into the living room downstairs. So it was like downstairs, it was not flooded, but it had a good puddle of water downstairs. And I'm all the way here in Texas, and this is why I say, like, you gotta let go and let God. But God had all the right people positioned to help me get this job, get this incident straightened out. My cousin just so happened to be driving from Virginia to North Carolina, and she pulled up to the house. The contractor who I've been working with for a while, who has done some work on my house, was able to come like a couple of hours later. My brother was able to show up and stuff, and just resolve everything for me. So within a week, had to pay for a brand new toilet, had to pay for a brand new ceiling fan, and then the ceiling didn't have to be patched because nothing was wrong with it, but it was just like painted over. But I was able to do all of that remotely here, and just by having community and family and networking with different people in order to have them in place to get the things that I need done. So that was actually like the last the most recent, I ain't gonna say the last, but that's the most recent Steph Does It thing that I've done. And now from just doing that, I realized that I had goals that I've accomplished, but because I was sitting there trying to prove something to myself, I didn't have a full-fledged plan in regards to, if this did work out, what were you gonna do with the funds? So I recently discovered this and realized, like, Stephanie, everything you wanted to do, everything that you've done have come to fruition. So now that you've done seen that when you put in that work, when you put in the time, when you believe in yourself, when you believe in God, and when you have faith that things happen, you got to be able to have a backup, like not a backup, but have a plan for God's goodness, for God's blessings and stuff like that when they come to fruition. So I say all this to say that I am hunching down, and I think I found the thing I want to do and take serious and plan out. So when the funds start coming in, what I want to do with them, I kept it real simple. So with that being said, I am venturing into corporate real estate, and I'm really excited about this venture. I think I'll still do residential here and there, because I still have my house, and I'm not selling it no time soon, because I have a really good interest rate on the home. I refinanced it back during COVID, and I'm just gonna say my interest rate is below 3%. But and that's nothing but God. But with that being said, like I said, I am venturing into corporate real estate now. I have my business plan created. I created that as a birthday gift to myself last year, and it's completed. Mine is just finding the location and settling on a city. I'm going to open this business in, but I just wanted to record this video because I'm going to record the process of me venturing into this new world. I'm so excited, and I think it's the perfect time. I think it's the perfect time. So I'm going to start looking at CDIF and micro lenders to get funding, and just see where it goes. I already know that everything I touch, everything that I put my hard work into, because I like to invest in myself, I have no problem investing in myself, is going to come to fruition, and there are no mistakes. There's nothing but lessons to learn while on this journey. So with that being said, stay tuned for this next chapter in my entrepreneurship journey / side hustle, because y'all, this business venture that I am stepping into, I'm so passionate about. Just thinking about everything I wrote down in my business plan, I'm so passionate about, and it's going to afford me not only financial freedom, but time freedom as well. So I'm doing it. So I gave myself until the end of this year, beginning of next year, to get approved for a business loan to get this baby up and running and going. So stay tuned, and until next time, be blessed. Take care.